Tired of a boring blah space? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to transform your home into a thriving, beautiful indoor jungle. No major renovations needed, just the simple magic of plants. There are so many joys of owning and living in an urban jungle. I should know, I have transformed my place into a crazy indoor jungle. Over the years, I have switched it up, went from design to design, and I absolutely love the way that it has turned out. And man, oh man, does it make your home feel special. I mean, there's so many benefits of living with plants and having them around you. And in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how it can be done. And I decided, you know what? Why not start from scratch to show you guys how I put together my urban jungle? So let's start with a little time lapse. Give you guys the full effect, I really wanted to start from scratch, so that's what I did by moving all of my plants away from the plant stand and actually taking the plant stand apart. Now, this was a major doing. In doing so, I had to clean off all of the crates because I take care of my crates as much as I take care of my plants. They are where the plants live, and therefore, if I clean the plants, I feel I need to clean their homes as well, right? Okay, so this is a hack I really need to tell you guys about because you look at all of these crates, and gosh, how much do crates cost? Really cheap, right? But if you go to a place like Ross, I just picked this one up because I want to add it into my plant display. On sale, $4.99 for literally a crate like this. Granted, you can go to like a Home Depot, a Lowe's, a Walmart, and you can find them there. Michael's is another good place to go for crates. You'll find them there for like 10 to 15 bucks though. But go to a place like Ross because you will find so many cheap deals. By the way, you're probably wondering, like, what happened to all the plants? Well, let's take a look around. So as you probably saw from the time lapse there, me moving the plants around, oh my gosh, is our home right now a disaster canyon. I mean, plants literally just exploded everywhere. So I've had to move them around. And I mean, there's a ton of plants, but it also gave me an opportunity to, water some of them, like my King Anthurium, my massive King Anthurium, baby. It desperately needed a good soaking. So this was a good opportunity to do that. But yeah, so when you are moving around and creating an urban jungle, make sure you have space to put your plants. By the way, there are more of my Ross finds and other places, Home Goods. But yeah, this is how things are going so far. So why don't we go back to the time lapse? Not only did I clean them, but I went through every single nook and cranny in the crates. Mind you, there are humidifiers around, and obviously wooden crates are susceptible to things like mildew, but I have good airflow circulating around them, so that helped out a lot. But it was all about starting from scratch to give you guys the full effect. Full effect, indeed. So, in case you're wondering, what I'm doing right now is I'm just using some zip ties, some clear zip ties, wherever they are, here we go, to hold up these grow lights that I've installed inside these crates for my plants that I put inside there. Now, mind you, yes, you think to yourself, well, grow lights are expensive, and they can be. Mind you, I do have some like Soltec ones that cost like 60 bucks per bulb, and some other ones that are pretty expensive, but I've also found like plenty of inexpensive grow lights over the years. And so this one, I don't know how to pronounce the brand. It's called Freelicht. I don't know how to say it. But anyways, I got these back in December of 2024, so this past December, and it was only $20 for a 4-pack of them, and they were rated just as good as Barina. And you can also get like a 10% off on Amazon to get them. And so that's what I did. And I have to tell you, these grow lights work just as well as like the Barina bars. And for a 4-pack for $20 with 10% off, that's pretty darn good. So that's what I'm doing here is just hoisting them in And it's also just kind of an inexpensive and good way to use these crates with grow lights for plants that you have inside there. And so onward, our reorganizing efforts continued to new heights. Okay, now that we have all that taken care of and we have a clean blank space, let's actually first take a look at it from the outside, because looking in, you can see that there's really nothing inside of here, except maybe those couple random plants off to the side. But this is what's fun about it. The fact that, as I've referred to it in past videos, it's sort of like plant parent Legos, where you can take these crates and kind of design them as you want. So let's get to building. In case you're wondering what I was doing down there, I was just cleaning up the Philodendron Majestic, as well as putting some more zip ties around a wooden trellis. This is a really, really great tip for those of you who want more plants and to have your home look like an urban jungle, is to play with vertical space. It's such an underused area. In fact, I did a video recently over on my Jose Bono that I put up on a wooden trellis, the same one in the living room. And I have to say, it looks phenomenal, and it does help fill up a space and allows you to have more plants in your home. So that's what we're going to do with the Philodendron Majestic, which was up in mine and Alejandro's bedroom, but just wasn't taking good care of it. So I wanted in the living room where it's going to get more love, humidity, and good lighting. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it up here. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting this little screw hook into the wall, and it's not very exciting, really, because what I'm going to do is I want to hang it up here. And this is what we did up in our bedroom, was we just used hooks because it made it easy just to take it down. And so I have its pot right underneath, and it'll be nice because what I do is, like, when I watered it just now, for the first time in, like, I don't know, 3 weeks, I just basically put it inside this bucket. Oh, I don't want to lift it up. Um, this bucket here, and inside that bucket I have a plant stand that I just set it on, and so it leaks through. And of course, like I've told you guys before, I have most of, if not probably a majority of my plants inside clear plastic pots, simply because I just like being able to check on their root growth and see how healthy they are. So we're gonna try to do this carefully. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I got this plant as I think it was like a 2-leaf cutting. It was a top cutting, and it was gifted to me. And boy, oh boy, as soon as I put it in water and it started growing roots, this thing just like took off like crazy. And I have since recently just cut it up to create some propagations of it, because my friend Mary Ellen really loves the way the foliage looks, and so I wanted to make one for her. There we go. Wow, how phenomenal. Yeah, and so I got these wooden trellis is off of Amazon, and sometimes you can find them on sale. That's what I do, is I wait until they're on sale. And I think at this point I got them for like two for, I think they were on sale for $40, but you can see it on the side of your screen right now. I will put them also in the video description because they're really cool, and it's a really interesting way to design your home and have an urban jungle type look on the wall. So check it out, and let's continue on with the time lapse. In case you're wondering what I have been cutting there, it is cocoa coir netting. I got, gosh, I think it was like I don't know, maybe several feet long, a giant roll of it off of Amazon for like 15 or $16. Again, I'll put the link in the bio of this video. But what I'm doing is, you see the inside of these crates? Well, I like to cover it up but still keep that urban jungle look. And it's really nice because with these giant exposed windows and so many people who walk by, it also creates a level of privacy, not allowing people to kind of see in, but also it creates a nice ambiance for light. And so what I do is I just tuck it in there, And just to make sure it's safe and secure, I don't even know. Maybe I don't even need to use the staple gun on this. But yeah, if I needed to, I would staple it in like I did with this one. So another nice hack there, and a cheap hack at that. So here we are the next day. Should it have taken this long? No. Do I get distracted easily? Yes, I do. But here's the thing. Before we continue on, I want to check in on my YouTube community poll where I ask you folks a simple question. That question, do you have a plant display in your home? 67 of you weighed in, and 54% of you, a majority, said yes, it's awesome. 21% said sorta, and 15% said it's small, but I love it, and 10% said nah, not really. In the comments, let's see here. We have Wisconsin Aquatics, who's awesome, always comments, says, we just moved downstairs in the farmhouse. We are renting, and I finally have access to the big bay windows the guy that lived here previously refused to use. That is awesome. And so that's where things stand right now. Are we done? Absolutely not. Look at this mess. It's so crazy still. I really honestly, I have a lot to do, but normally building an urban jungle like this wouldn't take this much time. It's just that, I I just like things to look specific. So that's just how I am. But I want to thank you guys again for watching another one of my Plenty videos. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell for more fun and interesting Plenty content just like this. Oh, by the way, if you want to see another cool video about me designing my urban jungle, check out this video up in the corner because that was the last design that I did. But stay tuned for part 2 because that's coming up soon.